Look at this number. Plus 20% in 1 year. On 10,000 euros invested, 2,000 euros in profit without doing anything. But wait, imagine if it had been 100,000 euros. 20,000 euros in 1 year without working a single extra day. I'm not a trader. I didn't study finance. I didn't spend hours staring at charts. I did one thing, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is. But the part that still makes me laugh? Financial advisors, the ones paid to do this for a living, did worse than me. And now I'll tell you why that changes everything. For years, we've been sold a lie. The lie is this: you need an expert to grow your money. Your bank advisor, the fund manager, the guy in a tie who explains where to keep your savings safe. They make you feel like you're lost without them, that markets are too complicated for you, that you have to trust someone who knows how it works. And in the meantime, they're charging you fees every year. 2%, 2.5%, some even more. On 10,000 euros invested, that's 200 euros a year leaving your portfolio, every year, whether you earn or not. And the result? S&P conducts a study every year analyzing the performance of professionally managed funds. The verdict is always the same. Over 10 years, 98% of funds fail to beat the market. 98%! So you're paying someone to perform worse than an index that anyone can buy with a single click. Okay, so what did I do? I bought an ETF. An ETF is incredibly simple. Imagine a shopping cart. Inside, there are thousands of companies from all over the world. When you buy a share of this ETF, you're buying a tiny piece of all these companies at once. Mine is called FTSE All-World USD Accumulation by Vanguard. The entire world. Developed countries and emerging markets. Everything inside. It contains the largest companies on the planet: Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, the big tech firms used by billions of people every day. The main sectors: technology, internet, software, banking, pharmaceuticals, energy. The best of every industry, all in one single instrument. And geographically? Mainly the United States, which remains the world's strongest market, but also Europe, Japan, Asia, and emerging markets. And the cost? 0.19% per year. Not 2%, not 1.5%, 0.19. On 10,000 euros, that's 19 euros a year, compared to 200 euros from a managed fund. Profits aren't distributed, they're automatically reinvested. Every gain generates more gain, year after year. Now the real numbers. Over 5 years, this ETF returned 77%. If you had put in 10,000 euros 5 years ago, you'd have nearly 17,700 euros today, without doing absolutely anything. And me? In just 1 year, plus 20%. 2,000 euros earned on my investment. I didn't time the market. I didn't buy at the bottom and sell at the top. I just bought regularly and never touched a thing. Market up? You buy. Market down? You buy anyway, in fact, at lower prices. No stress, no decisions, no panic. The result? Plus 20% in 12 months. You know what happens when I show these numbers to someone? The first reaction is always the same. Sure, but you got lucky. A professional does serious analysis. Okay, let's talk about serious analysis then. In 2025, a year full of tariffs, trade wars, volatility, what should have been the perfect moment for active managers, out of 21 categories of European equity funds, 18 out of 21 underperformed the index. 18 out of 21. The brightest minds in finance, with the best tools, with access to information you and I never have, lost to an automated shopping cart. And over 10 years, 98% lose. It's not bad luck, it's structural. The market is already efficient. Nobody consistently knows what will happen tomorrow. And the fees you pay your fund manager eat into your returns every single year. There's one thing advisors never tell you. The number one enemy of your investments is not the market. It's not tariffs. It's not inflation. It's the time you waste waiting. Look at that number again. 77% in 5 years. Whoever started 5 years ago today has nearly double the money, without doing anything, without knowing anything, just by waiting. Every year you wait, I'll wait for the right moment. Let me do more research first, is a year of growth you never get back. And the great thing is, you don't need thousands of euros. You can start with 50 euros a month, 100 euros a month. The important thing is to start. Listen, I'm not selling you anything. I'm not an advisor. I'm not an expert. I'm someone who found a simple tool that works and is showing it to you. That said, I have to be honest with you. The market doesn't always go up. There are years when it falls. And when it falls hard. If you need that money within a year or two, this is not for you. But if you're thinking long-term, 20, 30 years, history says the global market tends to rise. And 77% in 5 years is not a fluke. It's what happens when you let the market work in peace. The only hard thing in all of this? Doing nothing when you're scared. Continuing to buy when everyone else is selling. Having patience when everyone else is in a hurry. That is the real competitive advantage. Not analysis, not timing. Patience.